Sarah Albrecht, midfield.
So your teammates describe you as having the perfect balance between fun and a warrior attitude. How do you have that balance?
I think, you have to make sure that you're staying focused no matter what you're doing. But, I think it's always good to have fun. I mean, this is a fun time to be with your teammates, and, you want to make sure that you're having fun when you're playing lacrosse. I mean, what's the point in playing if you're not going to have fun? So I think in the other gear, you got to make sure that you're, trying to take your opponent's head off. So, I think it's a good balance to be able to have that and, work with your teammates.
So you just finished your first season at New Hampshire. How has being a head coach influenced your game on the field?
I think I'm a little bit more vocal these days. I try to make sure I'm communicating with my teammates, making sure that everybody's on the same page. I think that's really important. I think certain things that you think about as a coach that you would like your players to do, that's what I try to fulfill now. So I'm a little bit more cognizant of what's going on in that sense.
Okay. So others have described you as one of the better two-way midfielders around. Do you consider yourself a more attack-minded midfielder or defensive-minded midfielder?
I don't really like to think of either, but I just like to get up and down the field. I like to be a little part of everything. So defensively, I think it's an awesome kind of mindset to be able to take the ball away from your opponents and play a very team defense and have that. But on the other end of the field, I enjoy scoring goals too, and getting my teammates open. So, I enjoy both ends of the field, so I don't really prefer either or.
So I know you like to emphasize consistency. Talk about what it means to be a consistent midfielder.
I think consistency is definitely the biggest portion, and something that I've worked on. I think in the beginning I was a little bit more inconsistent, and that's something that I've taken from the coaches and hopefully been able to work on. So I think just the mindset and being focused at every single point in the game is a huge part of being consistent, making sure you know what you're doing when you're on the field, and then when you're off the field, make sure you're communicating that with your teammates so that as much as possible you got to make sure that you're on the same page, and once you're on the same page, it looks a lot more fluid on the field.
So your teammates call you the jokester of the team, one of the funniest players on the team. You got anything to say about that?
Hopefully I'm just not, being laughed at. That's never a good thing. But yeah, I like to keep it light, make sure everybody's kind of having a good time while being focused. Hopefully I'm seeing that they're having a good time at the right time, and the coaches don't want to kill me. But other than that, I just like to have a good time. So.